So today we are looking for a teaser. Apparently, when the ring gets to like the latest rings in the game, a new teaser for the next Legends abilities will show. Now, it's going to be something that we're going to have to wait till the end game for. So I have gone on a Smurf account basically. I'm just going to hide. I'm not going to do any killing or anything because otherwise people are just going to hunt me down. It's going to be real hard to survive. And whilst we're there, we can kind of just talk about Salvo and the... Oh, there's people there. Okay. Loba's looting for her ult. And the people in Salvo. So, what is Salvo? Obviously, the first time we hear about Salvo, it's on this massive ship here. But actually, if you've read the comics, you'll know that Salvo was mentioned there. Salvo was also mentioned in a very small lore piece on Twitter, sort of like just hidden in the corner. And Salvo is also shown here and there throughout places. For example, in the carrier ship in Olympus, there's mention of Salvo on a map screen. So Salvo is a planet in the Fringe Worlds, which is something that we're learning about now. And the Fringe Worlds are essentially, in what I understand, the furthest reaches of the Outlands space. Now, let's just put some perspective on this first. The core worlds in the Titanfall universe are the planets we know, the galaxy we know. So like the Milky Way, planets like that. Wait, what's this guy doing, man? Hope we don't die. Yeah, so pretty straightforward, right? And then we have the frontier. Now the frontier is the very outer edges of space. Okay, so that's, I don't know how many light years away, but I'm going to assume millions of light years away from the core worlds, right? So the very outer edges of space. And then we have the Outlands. And the Outlands are like the very, very outer edges of the frontier. So the outer edges of space. And then we have the Fringe Worlds, which are the outer edges of the Outlands. Okay? So it's like the very furthest away from like civilization, basically. Now, what we learned about the Outlands so far is that it's kind of like a lawless place. I mean, there are some planets on the Outlands that have police forces and some structure of civilization, but it's a lot more corrupt. There's a lot more sort of crime going on, and there are some planets that are completely lawless. For example, one planet that's completely lawless is Solace, which is the planet where King's Canyon is on, right? Now, if the Outlands are known to be this lawless place where crime is like tenfold, you know, there's tons of crime, tons of criminal organizations, tons of just bad stuff going on in the Outlands, which is sort of like the outer edges of space, or the outer edges of the frontier. Then we have the Fringe Worlds, which are the outer edges of the Outlands, right? Where's this dude follow me around, man? So, what does that mean? That means if the Outlands are kind of considered lawless, the Fringe Worlds are even more lawless, right? We're talking about thugs. We're talking about people who scrap over each other. People who are very violent and only want blood, right? And what I'm going to do is actually play all of the voice lines later. So if you ping the ship, for example, here it is.
We have Fringe Worlds now? 90 years go by and somehow we're less welcoming?
So, obviously, we know that the Outlands are very unwelcoming, very lawless, right? So she's making a comment saying, wow, the Fringe World's even more, like, criminal and violent than the Outlands are. That's crazy. So Salvo is going to be filled with these very lawless people, groups, things like that, right? And one such person we met was Creighton Sortel, right? And he... I'm really sorry, Gibby, but I gotta stay alive. Creighton Sortel was someone who was sort of told by his boss to come to Samathi and try and fight to take over the Outlands, because there's this little sort of thug group of people that want to take over parts of the Outlands. And that's really interesting because the leader of that group is called the Salvonian Warlord. Okay, He's not called like the boss. He's not called like a really cool, awesome name. He's a warlord. I mean, that kind of tells you how lawless and thug-like these people really are, right? And the Syndicate have a number of planets under their control. And now they've made some kind of agreement or action to take control of Salvo, one of the planets that are in fact in the Fringe Worlds. And they've obviously made a deal to take Salvo, probably so that they can do whatever organizational stuff they're doing. There could be many reasons why they want to take control of Salvo. But all of the Salvonians, the people who live on Salvo, are definitely not going to be happy. And a lot of people who have had experience with Salvonians, a lot of the legends, they're like, this isn't going to be good. So all of the voice lines that I'll play later in this video, they're all saying, hey, this is not going to be good. This is not going to be good. Something bad's going to happen. And one voice line that really gets my interest is Bangalore says, oh, there's this electric in the air. And it's not Watson. The last time I felt this was back on Gridiron. And that was because back on Gridiron, she was taking part in a war. Right? She was in a battle on Gridiron. So what she's suggesting and hinting at is that it's going to be a bloody, like, battle, basically. When Syndicate moves on to Salvo. Because all of the Salvonians are going to fight to try and keep control of their planet. So there's going to be a lot of sort of, what's the word? A lot of fighting going on. Perhaps we'll see some sort of war on some kind of scale. As the Salvonians try and band together and protect their planet. And these guys are ruthless. These guys, like, are ruthless. One of Octane's comments says that there's a planet in the Fringe Worlds where everyone owns a rocket launcher, which I think is just hilarious, really. That just shows just how crazy they are, right? So if we can imagine, that's kind of what we're going for, right? We're going to end up in the Fringe Worlds. We can expect some crazy stuff going on. That's going to be very, very dangerous. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just kind of wait till this teaser comes in. From what I understand, it will appear on like one of the latest rings in the game. So yeah, we're going to wait for that, see what it's like, try and interact with it a bit. And then we will see what it's like. So we've got the third ring coming in now. But I think we got to wait till quite a little bit longer. We really just got to be patient here to see this teaser. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. We'll see how it goes. I swear I heard like a weird noise. What was that noise? Whoa, what was that? Okay, now it's... that noise? It's just the airdrops? Just the airdrops, right? Why do they sound so weird, man? Fighting? I guess I'm like listening to the environment more. I didn't realize the airdrops sound so cool. They're like... vroom. I think it might be when this ring comes in. Which is good, we can kind of chill here. We'll just have to wait another 1 minute 52. Oh, here it is, here it is! That was it! You heard that? Whoa! Like a bomb. I eat barbecue. Okay. Whoa! Oh my god. It's like a thermite. Ah! Ow! What? There's another one over here. Dude, it's huge. It's like a giant ring. You like I'm guessing this will be the new character's ult. You like fire down massive bombs. Oh no. Wait, let's try and use it effectively on these guys. Hopefully they jump down. Imagine that. So it's the bomb, right? You fire a bomb. And then it detonates when like enemies are nearby, I would assume. Come on, fall down here, fall down here, fall down here. Pull down here. Guys are, of course, new players, so they're not really gonna do much. Really interesting, though. What if more will come down? Is there another one here? No, that's a cat trap. A nice little picture of that. I eat barbecue. You know what this looks like? Remember those bombs in the Season 5 trailer? And everyone said, oh, it's just Bangalore's ult, but then it exploded into fire? It looks like those. It straight up looks like those. Right? What if we ping it?
Shall we head this way, darlings?
Nothing. I really want them to come down here so I can firebomb them. I want to try and kill them with this thing. It'd be hilarious. I feel like they're the kind of team that's just going to sit up there, though. Right, we'll just wait down here. Hopefully they fall down. No! They destroyed it! Look at that! It's a huge firing, man! Look at that! Let's see if more come down.
Oh, I'm in. I spot a good news there.
Kind of crazy, not gonna lie. I'm gonna see if more come down. See, after this video, I'll kind of play all the voice lines that I've managed to collect from all the legends pinging the ship. They're just gonna EMP me. It's the crypto from earlier.
Doesn't close for a minute. Enough time to bake some scones.
We got more? Here they come. Or is that the red airdrop?
Brace for EMP.
Alright, we might actually die here.
Recharging my shield.
That's so cool. It's coming down.
Grenade!
What happens if we like... But it comes from the sky. Wait, I got such a good plan. Come on, come closer. Come closer. Yes, come on. It didn't work. I was trying so bad, but they were too far away. So that is it, I guess. So I'm guessing the new Legends Ultimate will be like a massive firebomb that comes down. Does it explode on impact? I'm not sure. We know from the Horizon ability teaser that the actual ability itself is sometimes a bit different. Really interesting. So let me play the voice lines now, and you'll see what I mean about like everyone having a bad feeling about the Syndicate trying to take over the planet Salvo, and how it could mean that we essentially go into like this war or fight, the Syndicate versus the Salvonians who are trying to fight for their own planet. So really interesting. I will play those right now. Give me 1 second and I will find them.
Salvo. Yeah. I would be interested to meet these new arrivals and learn their ways.
Some people gonna get their undies in a twist over this.
Salvo. Quite a place, that.
Ooh, new people. I hope they all like high fives and being my friend.
Check out this area.
I don't see a world where this will go well.
Feel that? Air's electric, and it ain't Watson. Haven't felt this since Gridiron.
Fringers. They only see death as slovenly fun.
Here.
Salvo. Met some people from there. They were pretty cool.
Hey, always wanted to check out the Fringe. Heard they have a planet where everybody's got a rocket launcher. Okay.
Salvo, I've heard about them.
Never mind.
They're from the French worlds.
Respiratory system.
Fringes. 좀 더 알아봐야 되겠네.
Do Salvonians bleed? I don't care about anything else.
A new market. I'll have to make some calls.
Bloody fringes. All that lot's good for is ripping me off.
We have fringe worlds now? 90 years go by and somehow we're less welcoming.